This is Jacqueline Price, aka Rich Sister, and I welcome you to another edition of Thoughts for Vision, inspirational topics to help get you through life. Thank God for this opportunity, and I thank all of you out there for listening today. If you need any info about me, about Thoughts for Vision, there's one place and one place only for you to go to, and that's what I like to call my one-stop shop. Check out my website, www.jackiejackieap.com. If you need info about the Thoughts for Vision blog and radio show, social network pages, if you want to sponsor Thoughts for Vision, you need info like resumes, headshots from the LinkedIn page, whatever have you, please feel free to check out my website, www.jackiejackieap.com. Once again, www.jackiejackieap.com. Check it out. I want to welcome you all here today. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Thank you so much for tuning into the show today. Not going to mess around. We're going to get right into today's topic. Believe in the impossible. Once again, today's topic. Believe in the impossible. Have you ever had people come to you, to tell you all kinds of excuses you share with someone, something you want to do in your life, something you want to accomplish in your life, that sort of thing. And of course, they hit you with all kind of things such as, who do you know? How you going to do that? You can't do that. And as I always say about things like that, people, they're really not telling you about what you can't do. They're really telling about their own selves. Maybe they haven't accomplished anything in life. Maybe they never tried to reach out for their dreams. See, that's what I simply learned. People are really not telling you about what you can't do. They're really speaking about their own selves. Maybe they never tried to accomplish things in life. So please know, trust and believe God for the impossible. I'm going to read some verses. Let's see. First Matthew 17 and 20. And Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Matthew 19 and 26. But Jesus beheld them and said unto them, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. Luke 1 and 37 says, for with God nothing shall be impossible. So many more. I could read so many more verses. But that's what you got to believe for yourself with anything that you want to accomplish. You need to understand that it is possible with God on your side. I mean, you can have the choice to listen to people or even go over your own head. You know, sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, right? About our thoughts, our disbelief. There are so many places in the Bible where Jesus had to, um, he couldn't be around people who disbelieve. There's got to be, you have got to believe for the impossible. Believe in the impossible. You got to believe. It's according to our faith. It's according to our faith. When I read Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. But he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. But without faith, we got to have the faith to believe in what looks like is not possible. You know, you got to ask yourself that question today. Do you believe for your dreams, your goals, your aspirations? Do you believe for them to come to pass? Do you believe in your heart of hearts that they're going to come to pass? Only you can answer a question for yourself. Please feel free to share. I see someone watching. Please feel free to share in the comments, and I can definitely post them on the screen for everybody to see. If you have any comments about today's topic, please feel free to share. Do you believe? Do you believe in the impossible? That's something you can only dig deep down for yourself. Because no one else can believe it enough for you. You know, even mama or grandmama, she can say stuff to you all day long, but if you don't believe it for yourself, it won't come to pass. You got to believe. You got to have the faith, the faith as a grain of mustard seed. I'm sure the majority of you saw what a mustard seed looks like. It's this tiny, tiny little seed. The Bible says if you have the faith of a mustard seed, that kind of faith can move mountains. God can move on your behalf according to your faith, your belief. Can't believe what naysayers say about you. Because like I said, they're really talking about themselves anyway. That's what I really want to learn. They ain't telling you about really about what you can or cannot do. See, they really putting it out on themselves, really telling on themselves about what they didn't do or did do. They're really telling about their own self and trying to project their own feelings, their own beliefs onto you. But you can have faith and believe in the possible. Because everything is possible when you put it in the hands of the Lord. The problem is, as you know, when we try to do things, and of course, that's just in our normal humanness, right? Where we try to do things too much in our own strength, and that's where it can collapse. We try to handle it without God's input, without consulting. I mean, everything that we do in life, we should consult God about. And that's where our typical mess up can come in at, because we don't consult, we don't pray about it, we don't seek through the word for help, for answers. And that's where we can mess up. We don't consult the Lord. We don't ask him for his help. That's how we can mess it up each and every time. Bible says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Do you really believe that? Do you really trust and believe God that he can get you through all things, all trials, all tribulations? You believe that he is the holder of your dreams, your aspirations. Sometimes we think we have life all planned out according to our own head. See, we may make our plans, but God directs our steps. And we got to trust him with the direction of those steps. He may try to, he leads us, but sometimes we can fight that because we don't see the way. We don't understand why God is leading us here, leading us there. See, we don't understand. And, and something else that we got to understand about God's leading. It's never, ever, ever just about helping you. He always tries to figure out a path to lead you into being a blessing to others. He always leads you, direct you in a path. See, we can get so self-minded so sometimes where we try to plan out this plan, but we only think about how it benefits us, how it helps us. Excuse me, y'all. Fighting allergies this week, so any further coughing, look, excuse it, okay? I don't act all over the show, okay? So, but yeah, we can be selfish sometimes and only think about how it's going to affect us, how it's going to help us. But God always masterminds the plan that He tailors for us to be a blessing to other people. Because people watch you, you know, you never know who's watching you. You never know who you're inspiring out there. You know, they may want to do what you're doing and they're inspired by your life and you're an encouragement to them, for them to trust, for them to believe, for them to keep going. That's the big problem with us not really going forth with our dreams and our aspirations, because you just may be holding somebody else up. See, so, for the longest time, I never even thought about it like that. Is me not going for my dreams and aspirations, possibly holding somebody else up? You never really thought about it like that. That's why God has your way, your trail mapped out and planned out. Because He means for us to be a blessing to others. So you think about Jesus with the disciples. So many times where the disciples didn't have the faith to do something. And Jesus is constantly like, believe, trust and believe. How long are you going to doubt what I can do? Trust and believe. Trust and believe. You owe ye a little faith. You have not because you ask not. You don't have the faith enough to believe for what you want. And it's a process, you know, it's really a process to really work on and learn to build up your faith. It's a process. As we go through the trials and the tribulations of life, things that we go through, we can get through them with God on our side. That's the bottom line. That's the that's the key. That's the key. It's according to our faith. You know, God doesn't force us to do anything, you know. It's according to our faith. We gotta have faith to believe for the impossible. It seems impossible to us is possible with God. You have any thoughts on this comment on this topic? I'm sorry. Please feel free to comment below. I'll definitely share. But I thank you for definitely tuning in today. What what is it? What is that dream that you have, that you're working on right now? What is it that's going on in your life right now that seems impossible? What is going on in your life that seems like it's just going to drag on and drag on? You're not going to get through it. Or the dream that you want to accomplish. And of course, we have our own timetable, of course, as when we want it completed. When, you know, we want to do this at a certain time, that at a certain time. We want to be married by this age and have that $1 million goal by this age. See, we want things, of course, ran on our own timetable, but that's not the way it works. See, that's where the patience come in. God has his timetable as to when things are going to come to pass. Because it's going to happen in his time, and when he feels we're ready. He's not going to put anything in our lives that we're not ready to handle. Our faith hasn't really been built up to handle that. He knows. Look, I give him this now. I give her this right now. He's not going to handle it right. He's not going to handle it right. Can't give you this money now. Can't give you your mate now. Because you will put your hands on it and mess it up right now because you're not in the right place right now. You see, we can swear up and down. Oh, I'm ready for it. I'm ready. Like you think about the part in the Bible where um, the mother Zebedee brought her two sons, James and John, to Jesus, and she was asking him to make sure when you go into kingdom to have one son on the right of you and the other son on the left. And Jesus was asking him, "Are you ready to drink from the cup that I'm about to drink out of?" And of course, they are claiming, "Oh yes, we're ready, we're ready." But are you really ready? And ask yourself that. Are you really ready? It's okay to not be ready. See, that's when the faith building then needs to start. See, if you're not ready, that's when it's time to take this time to pray, to get into the Word of God, to prepare yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally for the journey that we have to go on. Because it's a journey. It's a journey. We always look towards reaching the destination, but just remember it's a constant journey. It's a constant process that we are on. This thing called life, it is a constant journey and a process. We always want to get to the goal, but we don't take time out to smell the roses. We don't take time to enjoy the journey. I too am guilty of that sometimes, not really enjoying the process. In your comment, Joyce, you're sure right, Joyce. The title alone, I mean, that's enough, right? Do you believe in it? Do you believe in the impossible? Do you? Do you have the faith to really believe God? You hear that said all the time. Oh, I believe God. But do we? Do you really believe God for what He has for you to do? Or are we too scared of the process, the things that we need to do to get there? Are we too scared to really lay down our lives? See, we try to hold on and we want to be in control, but we got to be willing to relinquish the control over to God. We have to believe in the possible. See, it's easy to see with our mere eyes what we think we can do. Past what we think we can do, we just think, oh, well, it can't be done. And, well, if you make that decision for yourself saying that it can't be done, well, then it won't get done. But you can believe a different way. You can believe in what the Bible says. With men, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. All things are possible. All things. Not some, not most, not 99.999% of them, but all things are possible with God. Do you have the faith of a mere mustard seed? Do you have that mustard seed faith? Do you have the faith to believe that God will do what He said He would do? Learn to build that strong relationship with your Lord and Savior. Wants to help you, wants to do everything to help you, but we got to be open to receiving the help. We got to believe that everything is possible. We got to believe that. or it won't happen. We got to believe in our hearts, what God said is going to happen in our life. It's not just meant for it to happen in someone else's life. No, God is not a respecter of persons. What he has for you is for you, but you got the faith, have the faith to believe that it can happen in your life. All things are possible if you put them in the hands of the Lord. With that, that's all I have to say about the topic today. Hope what I said to you today is truly, truly, truly bless your life. Once again, as a reminder, if you want to be a guest on Thoughts for Vision, or if you would like to use me as a speaker, I said I officially opened the floor last week. I would love to do speaking engagements. So whichever, or like I said, you want to use me as a speaker, or if you like to be a guest on the show, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, like I said, looking for guests on the show, one of two, there's two ways. Typically, you can contact me, okay? That is by email. One is by email, typing that in, thoughtsforvision@yahoo.com. Please contact me by email. Once again, thoughtsforvision@yahoo.com. You want to be a guest, you want to use me as a speaker, or of course, you can contact me right here on Facebook. Please inbox me on Facebook. So, like I said, by email, thoughtsforvision@yahoo.com. Or if you want to inbox me here on Facebook, okay, please inbox me, facebook.com/rich sister, facebook.com/rich sister. Please inbox me, okay? So those are two ways in which to contact me. Like I said, you want to be a guest on the show, and please, if you want to be a guest on the show, need you to have a webcam, phone cam, tablet cam, whatever you're going to use to be able to patch into the show. And please feel free to use me as a speaker. Like I said, if you love what you heard on Thoughts for Vision for all these years, please feel free to contact me to be used as a speaker for your event. Okay? Once again, email me, thoughtsforvision@yahoo.com. Once again, thoughtsforvision@yahoo.com. Or you can inbox me on Facebook, facebook.com/rich sister. Once again, facebook.com/rich sister. Okay? And once again, need any info about me, about Thoughts Vision, any info you may need. Once again, you can check out my website, www.jackieap.com. Once again, www.jackieap.com. for any info that you need about me. Okay? With that, that is going to wrap up the show for today. Thank you so very much for tuning in to the Thoughts for Vision radio show today. And remember, God's thoughts plus your vision equals greatness. Once again, God's thoughts plus your vision equals greatness. Take care. You have a wonderful day. And I will see you on the radio soon. Take care and God bless.